don't want to portray anything that I am different than you. Let me be very honest, you guys are much more clever than me. But I just want to tell you and share with you my experience, how to be rich. If you are poor, nobody wants to know you. The fact of the life. If you are rich, hata kama wewe hakuna akili, you are the best. So, let me be very honest to you. I was a bogus, a stupid, and a nonsense person one day, and the same person is very good today. Hakuna tofauti, ni mtu ni ile tu, si ndio? I keep on thinking, no girl used to look at me. Kama naenda kwa interview na uliza sijui Swahili gani, hata mimi bado sikia kitu kama hiyo. I don't have, hakuna majibu. Don't be in impression that if you are rich, that means you are clever. And if you are clever, then you will be rich. No. To be a rich, listen to me carefully. I didn't have, as Bwana Governor said, that I did not have shoes. It is very small. I didn't have food to eat. Forget about in India, even in Kenya. I didn't know jioni nitakula wapi. Liko hakuna kitu. So that is the height of the poverty, isn't it? Sa ile mtu hakuna chakula kwa tumbo, he will do anything. Hata naweza iba. Si ndio? Why people are becoming thieves? Because there is nothing to feed their family or themselves. So it is the duty of society to create the jobs for the youths. I heard that we have over how many percentage below 35 years age in the country is, I think, over 60%. These youth, what we will do with them? We have to do something for them. So let me share my experience. When I didn't have anything, you are sitting labda huko nyuma o saa ingine inapuguzwa. Si ndio? Because you don't have, hakuna viatu, bado nywele bado fanya sawa sawa, shati na raruka namna hiyo, si ndio? So you don't know anything. One day me and my father went to one of the city in Gujarat. I was very hungry. He went to buy something from a cart for food at lunchtime. He bought it. We call it, I don't know how, you know bhajia? You know? I kweli itaita taweta ni mindi wa dini. So he bought some bhajia of 5 rupees. And he came in a karatasi, a newspaper, to me, and then we have to sit somewhere. So there was a shop. We were just sitting on a side outside. There was a platform. So we were sitting there. The shopkeeper came and said, Tokani, kauko, apana chafu hapa. So I was very young. I was 11 years old. So I said, this must be the of the world. So we just took that and then went somewhere else. Then apuguzwa. It went in my mind since that day. Says one thing I will make sure I will do. Wherever I go, I will make sure that people don't have to beg for the food. We make sure that we do something for our society. I never did any magic, but in my mind I set that I want to make money. I'm being very open. Don't tell anybody outside here. Because hiyo ni secret yangu mina, I am sharing with you. If you want to be rich, everybody wants to be rich. You can steal money, you will be rich. You can steal from treasury, you will be rich. You can steal from the tenders, you will be rich. You steal from the government, you will be rich. You steal from the people, you will be rich. Steal from the bank, you will be rich. Go and do some at somebody's house, not IBA. These are also, you can become a rich, isn't it? No. You become a rich what you can enjoy. You can't enjoy some, kama nakaa ya mtu wengine, you will enjoy it, but when you sit in your own car, even if it is small, you will enjoy more. Sindio? So I wanted to become a rich. How? I didn't choose any of this, but what I choose, that I want to do something, for that I will accept anything. So one of the priests told me to go. We don't have a priest in Kenya. I was 16 years old. He says, will you go and do the Kazia pasta? I says, very good, hakuna shida. I know that very well. Huyu, Mungu ni rafiki yangu, mimi najua kabisa. So I did everything what I can please that priest. He was 80 years old and I was 16 years, and look at that. That's 80 years old, you 16 years old. Mimi najua kabisa, I know everything. Hakuna kitu liko najua. But I just wanted to grab that. He sent me Nairobi, I landed. You know, we have to wear a different cloth like dhoti. And you know, it's not ile bado shona. So you wear suka. And I was wearing it, and I said, hey, in Nairobi ni baridi sana. I landed in the flight. You guys, I want you guys to read this book actually. This is my autobiography. It's written, it took 1.5 years. Somebody was staying with me. In fact, I got closer to him than my wife. And he wrote this book. It's a very good book. I'm leaving it here for the university library. You guys, you must read this. This says, let me tell you, in the university, sir, I didn't have, I was in Nairobi, in India, Likwana Soma, I didn't have money to buy the books, because you need so many books, 8 subjects. And if I have money for book, I will never study even. I didn't have, because first thing I will go and buy a very good trouser, I never bought clothes myself, because that time there was no money, so I never bought. Don't buy because my wife buys. So I didn't have money to buy the books. I used to get donations from the devotees who comes to the temple and say, Avacha nanunulia hiyo pasta. I was staying in temple only, in India also. So they buy one book, somebody pays for school fees. So I used to buy it and I used to read it. Sometimes I take it from the colleague. What a change. Wacha naongea. Hii book yangu ya Bernie, it has become the best seller in the world. And I didn't have the book. Can you believe? Hii ni mtu ile tu. Hakuna tofauti. Same person doesn't have a book. Kusoma na kitabu yake is the best seller in the world. So look at the difference. Is the earth and the sky. It is not magic. I believe everybody can do it. You guys, I want you guys to be successful. For the successful person in this such a nice university, by a Vice Chancellor, I'm very happy to hear you have 3,700 students here. I'm very happy that you are doing for the mining and also agriculture. This is the thing is for the second generations to give. When you are doing the mining, when you are studying agriculture, when you are studying IT, when you are studying anything, if you want to become an entrepreneur, not necessarily everybody can become a businessman. You can be a very good professional also. I will talk towards the businessman. If you want to be businessman, think it and do it and go for it and dream while your eyes are open. Do you know I have dreamed? I don't know how to express this. I have dreamed my eye widely open. And I was dreaming, one day I want to have a car. Let me share one thing with you. Mashima, you must, I know you have read my book. One day, when I was 14 years old, in one of the village, that time there was a election time in India. So thousands, in India is about 100, 200, 300,000 people goes into the rally. So there I said, hey, iko watu mingi namna iko ya nini? Then they says, Indira Gandhi is coming. Indira Gandhi is Prime Minister of India. Is coming there for siasa. I said, okay. So now, kabisa, hata hakuna liko nafanya suruali ile fupi na hakuna no champal, and then juu liko half sleeve shirt. Just exactly you go to a small village and a boy is running around, same. And I used to go for with the wheat, naweka ile debe juu na kusiaga. So it was likuwa namaliza and I was putting it there, but I was likuwa short. So I stand on top of that and see what is happening there. Because taka jua iko kitu gani na kuja. So the Indira Gandhi came in the helicopter. First time in my life I've seen helicopter. And mimi hakuna viatu. Came down. Then you can't see him. But I was not interested in her. I was interested in that helicopter. What a thing. Ile na chukua juu na kuja chini, what not. You will not believe, I am not exaggerating, I decided siku moja taka dunua hiyo. Na hakuna viatu. What I am trying to say, it is free of charge to dream. Why not? When you are supposed to, you know, watu wengine ni choya, hata ku dream ni na kasa tu. You try and dream that I want to be a president of this country. I want to be a president of the universe. I want to be president of the United States. You dream, nothing, it is free of charge. Hakuna mtu atachukua pesa. I dreamed, but then I worked for it. What I'm trying to say is, you dream, but don't just leave it there. You work. Then you will start dreaming daylight. That's the time you will start dreaming daylight. When you are awake, when I see Kamau, I see, oh, nafanya kazi ya transport. Okay, namna gani nafanya, let me try. My mind will start thinking, what do I do? How he is doing it? What he has done. When I see somebody else, how he has done it. So when I used to kupita hapa, I used to see these hills, I used to see gold in it. These hills, ote ile iko hapa. Iko kitu hapa ndani. Siku moja mimi nitaka toa. And I'm sure, I promise you, mimi nitatoa hiyo. Because Sangini, we do not value what we have. We try. See, one day, when I was in the priest, mzee hapana iko haraka, hawa iko na haraka. Mali naenda. Bas, then we are together. Hakuna shida. So you know, one day, I don't know Kerem. Do you know what is Kel in English? Kerem? Kerem? Is it Kerem, isn't it? You know Kerem? Ile iko board, iko na simu ine, na naweka ile kitu ya bao ndani, na nafanya namna hii, it goes into the, you know that? Huh? Watu gapi najua, because otherwise it will be, yeah, so most of them know. So, you know, somebody came to me, he was a mzee, not very mzee. Sometimes you are young but you become mzee because you eat a lot of, you lazy na lala tu, so tumbo liko kubwa. Tumbo liko kubwa sana. He says, I can't, my time doesn't go. I says, oh, no problem. What you do? You can't run, you can't play. So play carom. That carom. So he put one carom on the table, he sat and he started playing that carom. Ile ya kitu about naweka huko, weka huko. So half of that wooden thing, it's called the, what, I don't know. Huh? That coins, half of them went there, line, bado ingia kwa ile simu, na half of them below the tumbo. Tumbo kubwa namna hii. You know, namna hii. So, ile iko chini ya tumbo, he cannot see. Na ile iko huko hawezi kushika, because tumbo nakuja katikati. He came again. What I am trying to say is, our greed is so big. Our stomach of greed has become so big that we don't know what we have in us. We don't see that. And we always try to take from the others, which we are never able to get it. Same way, I want to say that you boys and girls, I do talk to the children in the university very often and say, the key to success is also your life partner. once you have studied, you choose a life partner, a boy or a girl, who has got the similar mindset or a better. Because sometimes your wife makes you governor. And sometimes your wife, Naweza make you fall from MCA. I'm sorry to say I'm a bit straight, but this is just one example I'm telling you. Or husband, it applies to the both side. And not, if you get a wrong life partner, your progress stops. Somebody told me why you are so much frustrated sometimes and why you don't tell to your wife and this and that you cannot discuss malaria with mosquito. So what I'm trying to say, you better try and have a better life partner whom you can talk, whom you can discuss, who can guide you, and who can take you somewhere in a right way and a right place. Because two together, why God made two, that a husband and a wife will make a family. You make a family which, and you must marry, don't just be a single father or a mother. Because marriage is not just for the sake of it. I must tell you, how many is in final year of this university or the completed university here? In this university, how many of you have completed the university? Finished the university education or not yet? Or most of them is coming from? Correct, yeah, okay. But this is the venue of university. But anyway, I have never finished myself university, so I can't ask you this. Thank you. But for the being a better entrepreneur, we want you guys to tell me how many of you is in business, doing any small or big business. If you can just raise your hand, please. Oh, very good. So many business men and women. Let me tell you, out of 10 businesses in Kenya, 7 goes fail. It is the bitter truth, but it is the truth. Why? Not because you don't know how to do business, but because others comes and cheat you. If you want to be a businessman, first of all, make sure you do the business and don't trust anybody, including yourself. If you trust and give the goods to your brother, your uncle, or your friend, or your somebody, because it is your first step, and you will lose it. There is more chances of you to lose there than to lose by Makora. I'll be very honest to you. Be very sharp. You give cheaper goods, cheaper services, cheaper whatever you are doing, but do not give on account. These are the beginning, I'm telling you. Once you have grown certain level, then if somebody wants to buy from you only, then give the secure business, give them the goods, give them the credit, take the checks with guarantee. If you take a check, also check can come back. Why 99% businesses collapse? Because one is they don't pay, second is the check comes back, and then you never find that person. If you put a system in your business, spend some things, maybe 20,000, 30,000, buy a small good program, but put a small system where that system can control, not human. If I put my cousin somewhere, if I have no control, hetaiba. And sister sema hii ilikuwa naweka mayai mingi sana hapa, sasa nabaki 10 peke yake, naenda wapi? Inaharibika tu. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Nauzwa. So what I'm trying to say is, be a businessman or a woman in such a way that you can become a control. Once you grow to certain level, then you can afford some risk. A businessman is a risk taker. Open eyes, he will take the risk. He has to take a risk, isn't it? Because our life is a risk. If we don't take a risk, we cannot be a business people. Life itself is a risk. But take a risk, calculative. I'm sorry to say, don't depend on the government. I will do the business with the county, I will do the business with the government, I will fill this tender, tapleka gunia kumi, ta invoice gunia isrini. These things does not work. It will not take you any far. If you want to do the business with the people and public, where you are sure you got the money, kuisha, asan sana. Sindio? You gave to the county, sometimes you never got your money. I'm sorry, I don't know about Taita. but you know, and then your cycle stops. I'll be very honest to you. Your cycle will stop. Isn't it? You will stop there. And then that is your business. And the time is the money. Not the money. Time is the money. Because you are 30, 35, and you become 40, 50, then your time is gone for running. And you have wasted your time. So do the business which is to do with the private sector. Private sector will not let you down if you have done a calculated business and correct business. Pay your tax. Be a proud taxpayer. Not necessarily that I'm saying because of His Excellency is sitting here. No, you pay your tax. One day I was not paying when I was at Dukawala 40 years ago. Because, no. Then I learned that by doing that you can run your business with the people. Isn't it? And you can get SMS here. Oh, okay. Because otherwise, apana, don't make invoice, sister, angalia. Apana, fanya your whatever is delivery or cashier, don't make it. Then, sailewe apana iko hebi atafanya hiyo tu taiba na weka kwa mafuko. Sindio? If we do, then they will do. The staff, if you are running on the staff, then it will happen. Pesa iko, I'm telling kitu ni mbaya sana. It can give you, it can make you, and it can destroy you. The third thing is borrow less. You borrow the money from the bank, no problem. Give the cash flow, what you are giving to the bank, that I want to do this road, or I want to do this mining, or I want to do this farm, or I want to do this shop. You make a good, presentable, correct cash flow. Not for flowery, but make it correct cash flow, give it to the bank which you can manage and which you can achieve. That in next 1 year I will be able to achieve A, B, C, D. Give it. And when you are paid, let me be very honest to you, when you will repay your money on time, you will get next 10 times more from the same bank. Because you gain the confidence of the people. When I was in Gikomba, my credit terms was 45 days from the manufacturer for the steel. I used to sell it and pay it in 20 days, 30 days, 15 days. He says, but you have to pay at 45 days. No, you keep your money, finished, we are paid. They used to give me more goods and more cheaper. Imuindi napatia pesa haraka, wacha na uzae. You got me? You gain the confidence. Do the less business, but do the business. Not that hiyo pesa ya business natumia kwa safari or tumia mahali yangini kujenga jumba, hapana. Because you are diverting the money which belongs to the business. Business is different than yourself. Keep the distance, big wall in between you and business. Anybody wants to buy something from your family, it has nothing to do with the business. Yes, you made 1,000 shilling profit. Yes, I can take 200 shilling from that. Because 800 I want to invest. I never put any money anywhere. I have reinvested everything here. That's why I am able to grow here. And we try to borrow less and less and less. and then you share the money. Once you become somebody, once you do something, you share your achievement, your profit in a good way, not on you. I'll be very honest, and I always tell to everybody that my children buys the shoes. I don't buy. And I use my shoes for 5 years or 6 years. Paka hiyo na choka kabisa. Sindio? And I use it everywhere. And hakuna mtu viatu naona madomo tu. Hata siku hizi hapana madomo, nafaa ile kitu ya corona. So hata madomo hapana, naona macho tu. Are you fulani, mtu fulani? Toa hii kidogo. Oh, wewe ni huyu. Because it is changed. Life is changed. Let us put a smile on somebody's face. You guys are, I'm not telling to make you happy because me hapanda kitu kwa kwenu. I don't want anything. And kama hapana penda, please ona kula chapati moja, lakini I will be very honest to you. I don't need anything from you, but I want you guys to be rich people. And it is not possible to be rich if kama wana kila sana sikia raha tu. Hapana, you got to work for it. You work for it, please. I today work for 16 hours. You will say, when do you sleep? I hardly sleep, I still dream. I'm telling you, I still dream. Because now I am not working for money. I'm working for my children. These are my children. These are my people. If I change your life, finish. Mungu kama anasema wewe ni kuisha fanya baya sawa, hakuna shida. Lakini I will do it. This is the way I get my happiness. That day I promised to myself, when I have no shoes, that I want to siku moja mimi nitaka nunua hiyo ndege, kuisha nunua na mimi ndio naendesha. Isn't it? So what my request is that please concentrate, don't keep on changing your business. One more thing is that the business what you are doing, it should be the legitimate business, and work on it. If you have done proper feasibility study, work on it, till you get success. Success, let me tell you, Bible. Success is what? You have not plowed, we bado lima, bado weka kitu, and you are ready for harvesting. How can you get it? Impossible. Sindio? And the hard work will give you success. Your hard work will make you master. But if it is your like, if it is your wish and you love it, it will make you legend. You will become a legend in that. You will love to do that work, isn't it? You don't want to waste time. You want to do that only all the time. While I am here also, I'll be very honest, I think ile factory nafanya nini, uko nafanya, because you love it. Today I have 6,500 children of Kenya is working directly with me. In Samburu, which we are building, about 4,000 children will be working from month of October this year. So we'll have 10,000 people. That is my achievement. That is the achievement, isn't it? And I want, out of this room, 10 people to achieve that. And you will change the Suraya account in Suraya Watu. Hakuna unemployment here. Isn't it? And you guys, we are hardworking people. Let me be very honest. My brother has got a factory in Ethiopia. I had in Congo. I have in Uganda, many places. You cannot compare with the Kenyan people. I'll be very honest. I hope that nobody is from outside Kenya. But what I'm trying to say is that we're hardworking people. Let's work hard. Let's do something which can give back something to us and be rich in such a way that you can tell openly, mimi iko na pesa na hii ni haki yangu, sio ya kuiba. You will be very proud. And I really bless you all to have a good life partner. You know, Mr. You were saying that His Excellency was laughing. That joke I want to tell, if you don't mind. It is a very good, practical joke that, you know, wife is like a chewing gum. Chewing gum, najua chewing gum? Big G. Kula, mazuri sana. It's very sweet. But within no time, you lose the taste. Lakini still you are chewing it. Na hata kama nataka tupa saa ngine nashika hapa na hapa, lakini hawezi wacha wewe. But I think but it is not right for me. I confess myself that I got a beautiful wife. She wanted to come today. She couldn't come because of, since we just traveled back from Dubai, and she was corona positive. She tested. Now she's okay. She has become negative since last 3 days. So she says, I don't want to travel because of this, I don't know, corona na kushala shindo. Let us shida sana. And in this corona time, I am so blessed that as a Devki group of company, we have never released anybody. We never released anybody. It's not because of anything, but I don't mean ajua. Kama mimi hakuna kazi, what I do at home, nothing. These children will go home, maybe 1 month, 2 months after that. Labda iko na shida kubwa, isn't it? So we never release. So we try to fight, but now corona is going. I am also the director of the COVID-19 Emergency Fund appointed by His Excellency the President. I am also Chancellor appointed by the President. And this year, His Excellency awarded me the Morale of Golden Heart. And I wish these I thank God that I am in Kenya, where the country is appreciative, where the country is for the people, and where is a freedom of speech. People are able to talk anything. You go and talk in Uganda, nawekwa ndani haraka sana. So, yeah. So let us thank our government, and let's thank also your county government. That this governor was after me last 3 months. That Guru Wekuja entrepreneurs of Voi. I want you to come and talk to them so that they can change people's life. I thank you, Bana Governor and Madam. I'm so blessed to be here. I will take a few questions if you have particular questions to do with your entrepreneurship. And don't worry, nobody is listening. It is only me and you. Ongea tu ilantaka.
He needs to remain with his mic. Then we connect this. The first question. Another mic, please.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency the Governor. Thank you very much. That we collected on your behalf. We have received quite a number of questions before you came to Mekusengenya. More than 550 business people are seated here today to learn from you, and we are really honored. We have picked quite a number of questions, and to my surprise, most of these people have read your book, and some of the questions, they are drawing them from the book. And the first question is about the struggle that we have as youths of finding ourselves. Because we know that you came from India as a teenager, barely you didn't find yourself. And for 14 years, you're trying to find yourself. So we wanted you to tell us how we can find ourselves and how you can settle on a certain business. Because somebody asked and wrote a question, why steel? Because you're a steel guru, and they want to know if should I settle on steel as my main business. And so that was the first question. Thank you very much.
Hello. Okay. It's a very good question. When I was young, of course, when you are young, you have energy. When you are young, you have no much of a choice. So I didn't have the choice to choose the steel. It was just coincident. Because where I used to, likwa na hapa tu hapa na hapa kwa jumba. So I used to stay with somebody, and coincidentally they were having a steel mill in the country. So I used to go with them there to the factory and come back. Then I says, let me try and do, because I gained some knowledge. So I entered into the steel business. But not necessary that you will be successful only you do the steel business. Because the richest people in the world is not steel people. Richest people in the country also is not steel people. You can do any business and grow it to certain level. Anything you do, if you grow that to mega, then you will become a big man, or you will become a big businessman. But if you don't, scale of growth should be very, very big. That is the one of the secret of being successful in steel. I hope I have answered your question. Any other question?
Here?
Actually, through your book, it illustrates that you've grown in a very underprivileged background. So we would like to know, at what point did you get that paradigm shift from the lack to abundance mentality? And then, did this shift come from an introspection or an external force like a mentorship or such? And then, how have you maintained that culture of abundance in your life? Second question, there is that challenge of entrepreneurship, the bit of specialization and diversification. At what point will an entrepreneur say that he is sticking to this one thing all through on the specialization aspect? Or at what point will an entrepreneur get to shift and say, I'm going to diversify into another area so that I can be able to grow my revenues? Thank you.
Okay, it's a very detailed question, but of course, I never felt abandoned. Let me be very honest to you. When you feel you are poor, when you feel you are less privileged, that means something is wrong. In my book, you will never find that I have struggled. Struggle word, he has put a couple of places, I say remove it. It is lesson, not a struggle. When your child is going to school, he doesn't want to go, he's crying, and he hates you. And he feels that it is struggle. It is not struggle. I never struggled. I was never abandoned because I was always believing in God, because I'm a very proud pastor. I'm a priest myself. And I am born priest because I am born in the priest family. When you don't have anything, become a preacher. So I actually was in the temple. I was in the shelter of God. I was feeling very good, and I wanted to become somebody, but I was always a proud person. Proud in the sense, I never used to like somebody making me smaller than him, smaller than a rich person. Then I know this fellow will do that, then I never go nearer. Although I didn't have anything to be proud, except kuongea kitu ya Mungu. And you know, But I never felt in short abandoned. And the second thing is that, yes, in your revenue, you cannot keep on thinking from 22 years up to 40 years that I should do this and change this and do this and change this. No. You are educated community. Let me be honest to you, 95% people are more educated here than me. 95% of you are more educated than me. And education, I'm talking about the formal education. You can think faster and better than me. I'm 60 years old. You guys are, I can see, some is 30, 35. You should not take too long to settle because life is too short. You don't have time. You have everything. You don't have time. You can't keep on changing your goal post. Then you cannot be a good footballer also. Isn't it? You got to be, if you see the National Geography, the lion sees the antelopes, is hundreds of antelope, but he wants that, and he will only go for the angini napita hapa, lakin he wants to go for that only. He will not choose the goal post. That no. If you put your goal post to the right business, don't settle. Once you settle, make sure you be proud. I want to make success. Ata hapa mintaka toa maji toa. Paka na shindwa toa yo. And you will get it. Don't change your line, whether it is a professionalism, in the professional or in the business. If I got your question correctly, I try to answer it in my way, and I hope I have satisfied you. Thank you.
Ladies, where?
Thank you so much. So my question is, you said that we should not settle. We should really work hard for what we want. But I would like to ask, how do we ensure that we don't get contented? Like you find that, for example, myself, I'll find maybe my account has 30,000 and I feel like I'm okay, I don't have a kid, I don't have anyone maybe depending on me. And so I feel like now I can just sleep, I have 30,000. So how do you ensure like you remain determined and you really have to work towards that? And then something else, what do you say about, okay, I usually feel like you need money to get money. Like for you to be an entrepreneur, a good entrepreneur, I feel like you still need money, yeah? I have tried several businesses and I felt like you need money to make money. So what can you advise maybe our government, our local government, or those guys with golden hearts like yours? How can you advise them like what to do to youths, youths who have ideas, youths who have these ideas to work on? So yeah, thank you.
Okay, very good question, madam. First of all, a businessman can never be a satisfied man or woman. Once you are satisfied, you cannot be a successful businessman. You have to be hungry until you die for the business, and then only you will become a businessman. So if you have a 30,000 and if you are satisfied, you better look for the job. Why? Because I want to be frank and fair, so she gets the answer. That you are satisfied. You do not get satisfaction with the business. When you, in Gikomba, my business was in every day about 4,000 shillings. So about 100,000 shillings in a, is it 100,000? Yeah, about 60,000 or 50,000 in a month. 100,000 sometimes we get in a month. And my wife used to get satisfied, but I never got satisfied because no, we want to, sasa sisi nanunua yo, sasa sisi nitakatangleza yo. So we need more money. You always look for the. Then after making the steel mill, what I was selling, then I says, okay, I am also selling cement. So why don't I put a factory for that? Then I look and I worked for it and I put cement. Then I says, sasa mimi nauza hata mabati. Why don't I do the mabati? Then I put a Maisha Mabati. So what I'm saying, there is never ending. So madam, Don't be satisfied. Invest this 30,000. Out of 30,000, invest 20,000, put 10,000 for security. From 20,000, you invest in such a way that you make it 22,000. Then you invest again, make it 25,000. And that's how you will become one day a billionaire business lady. Thank you. I cannot advise the government. I cannot tell to the government to do anything because business and government is different. Sasa.
Good morning. My question is, it is something that we cannot ignore. We are youths, and most of us, not all of us, come from humble backgrounds. There are those of us who come from a background that utapata mzazi alijikaza kidogo akawako sawa. So some of us are parents here, despite that we are the youth age. So is it a mistake for a parent to allow the son inherit business so that he can make it greater? Or is it a mistake for you as a son, not necessarily focusing on your parents' wealth, but at least looking at how you can better yourself, you can better that line? Then I've had talks from great people like you, and people say there are only 4 ways to become rich. You are either into politics, talent, business, or drugs. You are a drug lord. So education is not any of that. And I think you've also proved, because somewhere you said you've not stepped to campus. So my main question is, to us as the young generation, we do go to school, yes, to at least fund our minds, to get the right content into our minds. But is there at any point to become successful, you need to do great education like degree, masters, PhD, and so on. So, by the way, I am sorry, but I've never had a rich professor. I'm yet to. Then my last maybe point of advice, you find that most times the government tries best to support youths, but we do support youths in terms of groups. I have not heard of a government supporting an individual. So asante. But the question is, I'm not only looking at government. You have said you've employed 6,500 youths. I'm looking at your fellow who is a mentor to many. This guy who is the mwenye Two Rivers, anaitwaje? Yes, so you know your mentors, right? So you look at Chris Kirubi, he has created employment to many youths also. But utapata kama ni serikali haita support kijana mmoja as an individual, utapata to support in a group, and as a group maybe we have those who derail others behind. So what advice can you give on the same? So could it be in such a manner that if such a guy has potential, he can be supported and he grows and also brings others on board, something like that? For the governor, I think you can answer that. Can that scope change, or it necessarily has to remain, I have to in a group of 10 then get support? But our governor does support individuals, Nasim Sifu. I know of several. I know of several that have been shikwad mkono by him. I know of one from Wanjila Polytechnic, alimaliza, akafunguliwa saloon. But I am talking of government as a whole, government as a briefcase. We have NGAF, we have the Department of Youths, we have MPs, if they are told do anything with youth, something of that sort. Thank you.
I'll take mine. It is true, personally, I've supported so many individuals. Unfortunate, tenda mema, nenda zako, Mungu atakulipa. And of late, I've challenged people. I won't mention names. I think it was also last year. I picked 4 guys in Voi. Each one of them I gave 100,000. I made them sign that they have received money from me. Because wale wote unawapatia, kesho ndio wanakutukana. Because you don't have any proof document. Huyu wa Voi wacha ni washangaze. I think 3 weeks ago, Big Vi, are you here? Au mmekimbia Ngangao? He was the first person kuingia kwa mitandao. Huyu jamaa hajasaidia mtu yoyote. If my secretary was here, Mrs. Shambi, I had to call Mrs. Shambi and tell Mrs. Shambi, please get that document which this guy signed. Kavuki ameinua kichwa, amejua tayari ni nani. Usitaje majina. We are mature now. So this guy was called. Akaambiwa, so you got 100,000 from the governor. This is what we want to release to the public. What am I trying to say? There are people who will help and they'll make progress and they'll appreciate, and that progress will trickle to their families. But many you'll help, they'll never appreciate, they'll be the ones to hit you so hard. What do? You demoralize an individual. Say, so it is true, we help individuals also. But of late, we have also pushed the route of groups now. Because again, it is so easy, instead of giving an individual 100,000, why don't you give a group of people 100,000, they go and use it and invest and make a profit of 5,000. I think I've answered. Guru, the rest was yours.
But somehow I really want to advise the entrepreneurs and the youths. Once again, I will say, if you get ready-made, ready money, and ready help without struggle, you will not be likely not to be successful. Because I will only tell from my experience and not from the books. I never got any support from anybody, physical and money, no. I used to go and beg that, can you give me the goods for 10,000 shillings and keep myself as a security. If you want my whole family to come, we'll come and sleep there. But please give me, if I pay you, then you give me for 15,000. If I pay you, then give me for 20,000. And I have a fire to do that. I was getting, so first of all, to get money ready is poison. I'll be very honest to you, it is not going to help you. If you want to be a successful businessman, you need to struggle yourself, because there is no better lesson than the struggle. Now, university, you were asked that, you have to be a university graduate to be a rich? No. You don't have to be graduate to reach. University or any formal education will make you a mature person, will make you a mature thinker. That if I'm choosing a husband or a wife, I don't choose because of he looks good. Because it doesn't give much. What you studied, it will, maybe you will be able to use in the business 20%, 80% is not, it is useless. But it gives you maturity, how to stay in the campus, how to steal, how to fight, how to roam around, everything. How to take a drug, how to not to take a drug, everything is taught there, isn't it? These are all steps. It will make you somebody, but not a rich person. Rich person, you got to come out from yourself. And we will be rich, and rich cannot be by money. You got to be rich also from the heart, but that is only if it's possible once you reach certain level. You got to be rich at heart to share your thing, because the stagnant water stinks. If you have money locked into the bank, even if it is a little money, if it doesn't go to any other purpose except yourself or your wife purse or your shoes or I don't know 1 foot eddy, that thing, now you walk like that, this it is only goes for that, then it stinks. It has to go for the others. It goes. If you must see somebody's eyes. I have your question. I want to answer. They're not government, no. But I must have made more than 2,000 entrepreneurs. They are big businessmen, and they were my casual labor in 2086. Today, I sell them goods of 100 million shillings every month. What I'm trying to tell you, don't depend on anybody, including your parents. Don't depend on them. Don't depend on God also. You go to a church and kanisa naomba go Mungu patia mimi. You are a beggar. Don't become a beggar. Because why I'm telling you? Because he's your father. He knows what you pain, what you have the pain. Why you want to make him a shameful every time? Oh, you mtu atakuja atauliza kitu kingine. Kila siku nauliza hii gari, nauliza pesa, nauliza hii. You knows your pain. Your mother doesn't want to know that whether you are hungry or not. You are hungry. My son, please eat, because he knows. You didn't ask. So God knows it. Isn't it? Mungu najua hiyo. Kwa nini naenda huko nasema tafadhali leo mimi nataka 5,000? Si nini hiyo? He knows you want 10,000. But when you ask, you become small. When you ask to government, you will become small. When you ask to anybody, you will become small. There is a way to ask. That studies teach you. Your graduation teaches you how to ask. Make a proper cash flow. You don't have anything. Make a cash flow. Go to Kenya Commercial Bank. Say, I want to open a kiosk. I will sell 30,000 shillings maziwa. This. They will approve your loan. Not only that, go to 10 other banks and one will approve. How many times you guys made cash flow and went to the banks? There is thousands of professional financial institute in Kenya. We never do this because we never plan for next year. We plan for tomorrow. Kama leo ni biashara sawa, let's go to the bar na kunwa Tusker. Hapana. You must be hungry every single day. And plan for 2025 today. That I want to make one kiosk today. In 5 years' time, in Taita County, everywhere will be my Kamau kiosk. Everywhere I will put it. And I will digitalize it. That is education. I will digitalize it. Use your knowledge. Do something. Think. Hard work is not by beba gunia. Hard work ata hapa. Sindio? Don't depend on anybody. That is the greatest advice I can give you as my children, my friends and family. Don't depend on anybody. Number 2, you said, son, my children, I will not give anything. I will teach them how to fish. I will not put the plate on the plate. 50% of my earning, my profit goes to the charity. Nobody tells me no. And I will make my children like me. That time I will give them everything. They're iko na roho. So let me be very, don't study to become a rich. I educate my children to know the value of the things, not the price. There is many things has got no value. Friends has got no value. Even if it is if he's a maskini, is my friend. Akuna kitu, there is no value to it, isn't it? Your shirt, for example, cloth, hata kama nararuka, it doesn't give you, it doesn't resemblance with your talent. What you have talent it is totally different thing than what you are wearing. Doesn't make any difference. It has got nobody should be able to judge. Your old parents has got no value. It has got nothing to do with anything. It is old. They are the one who brought you in this world. But they are my parents. I am always been proud. I am always proud of without shoes, I am always proud. I steal one time shoes from the temple and I returned it. I am still proud because it taught me a lesson. I am always proud to share my things. I am always proud of my old parents because they are the one who brought me here. hata kama hajui saa kuandika jina na English. Doesn't matter, isn't it? It doesn't give you that I speak in English, I'm a good man. No, good people came here. Missionary came here many years ago with the Bible, and our eyes were open. I heard that. You close your eyes, they gave us the Bible, they opened, when we opened the eyes, we had the Bible, they had the lens. I'm being very honest to you. So I don't want to go into the politics or anything else. Don't be cheated. Don't be cheated. Work yourself, and next time you tell me I will come every year, you do your balance sheet. Make sure next year when I come, your balance sheet is 3 times bigger than today. Write down the 5th February 2021 today, in front of the Mr. and Mrs. Governor of Taita Taveta. Next 5th, whether I come or not, at least I will give my number SMS, that your balance sheet is 3 times bigger, without depending on anybody. Once you are dependent, you are a slave. You will never come out of it. Thank you, my child. I am very happy you will become somebody, but I want you to make sure you make 10 entrepreneurs. Give them this. Wachana fanya kazi pamoja. If you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to walk far, walk with the people. Mimi na tembea na watu zaidi ya 100,000 people. I walk. I want to make sure that in Kenya, why I have reduced, when I started I'll be very honest to you, but I don't need to tell, it's nothing to do with the business, but when I started my cement factory, that time price of a bag of cement was 775 shilling. It is 10 years ago. That time there was 3 factories in Kenya. I said, I want to start in a good note. I promised to His Excellency the Kibaki. He came to groundbreaking of my factory. I did promise him that I will put this factory, Your Excellency, and I will do only for one reason, is change the people's life by them having affordable cement in the country and build the houses. My dream is to have, everybody should have their house, the roof above the head is my dream. That's why I put roofing shed, Simba cement, and steel, so that I sell it affordable. Today, in 10 years' time, no bank was giving me the money because I have given my cash flow reducing price. While you give the bank, you increase every year, because everything is going up. Transport, foreign exchange, everything is going up. So you increase. I said, no, I will reduce it. They never gave me the loan. I struggled. He says, he moved to Nagani Nataka, reduce the prices, and then how he is going to meet the cost. Today, price of cement is 500 shilling. My friend, 500 shilling after 10 years. Ex-factory. Why? It's not because of I'm a donor, but I want to work for the human where I see the God. I don't go into the temple to see the God only into the statue or in the cross. Yes, there is. But if I don't see in you, I cannot see in the stone. Thank you.
We'll take to the last. I wanted to concur with you.
Yes, sir.
Kwamba tuondoke kwa ulimwengu wa kutaka kupewa. And I think that's why for the last 1 year nimesukuma watu wengi sana waende wapewe loans. And I've opened the door for loans, and I know today we'll have a big statement here before we leave this door. Because how many people can you be giving daily? Sijui kama tunaelewana? And people are born different. Mwingine unampatia hajatoa jasho. So kuitumia vibaya ni rahi. But if today you went and bought tomatoes na ukaenda ukauza, kuna uchungu kwa sababu ulienda ukanunua, ukasimama ukafanya nini? Ukauza. And then we need to change culture kidogo and our thinking. Kwamba kazi hii siwezi fanya. Kazi hii siwezi fanya. If you go to Voi along Kasarani Road, ilianza na dada mmoja mwenye alianza kuuza maji pale. And I'm not a tribal leader. But when I went and decided to stop there and talk to that lady, aliniambia yeye huleta maji ya shilingi 300 then. Unatoka wapi mami? Ninatoka Kitui. Ulikujaje Voi? Unajua kwetu tuko wengi, so there were no opportunities. Nimekuja ninaishi Maweni ndio niuze maji. I want you to go to Kasarani today. From one person, wameongezeka wangapi? Wameongezeka wangapi? Wewe unaidharau, lakini yule mtu anauza na kila siku ako na faida ya shilingi 800. Sijui kama tunaelewana. So I'm not saying wende kuuza maji, but can we think outside the box? What else can I do? Along the road Taveta mpaka Voi, tumeshindwa kushikana because tunangoja tupewe tutengeneze soko kama ya Emali. Soko ya Emali haikutengenezwa na serikali, ilitengenezwa na wafanyi biashara wenye enda wakasapotiwa wakapata pesa kidogo. Today almost everybody stops in Emali to buy tomato, to buy vitunguo, to buy watermelon, to buy I don't know what. Sisi mpaka tungoje siku ya soko tuende. Where are the young men and women of this county? Now we are 550 here. Young entrepreneurs, very dedicated. Even if Guru is a billionaire or Samboja has money, will you give everybody money? So the challenge should be, we have ideas, but how do we access these funds and not free funds? So that nikichukua 50,000 nitaitolea jasho na bidii yangu yote nikijua lazima that way we'll be able to go far. Lakini kama ni hii ya kutegemea kina Samboja na kina Joyce ati wakuje waongee wawache sijui 200, you can only acha ukiona huruma hii jua imepiga watu watatembea namna gani, lakini sio ile ya kuishi na kusukuma maisha ya After all, do you eat from that 200 which you are given by a politician? You always struggle every? Can we struggle all of us together? Last two, there was one there, yes, I saw you kitambo. Alafu tumalize na okay, that lady na huyu, alafu Msafiri utumalizie, because I still need to take Guru aende achangie my former secondary school.
A question. My name is Diana. I'll be speaking this on behalf of the youths. I do mentorship for youth. I do counseling. And I'm also a business entrepreneur. I'm growing in it. With the research that I have done with most young women and men is that this COVID-19, it has brought many problems. Many businesses have gone down, and there are no opportunities. And I really want to commend you for what you did in your company. You didn't fire anybody, but in most companies, they've actually laid off people. They've gone home, and some young people in towns, in urban areas, they are working, and now they have gone back to rural areas because there are no jobs. Now the situation is that they've gone into markets that there are young people who are coming up with businesses. But now these people from urban areas, because they don't have jobs, they've gone back home. They've invested in that chicken business that guy was starting. I mean, they've infiltrated the market. Now it's saturated. We have 100 youth doing chicken business. We have 100 youth doing clothes business. And even as down as it is, many people are infiltrated trying to get something to make them have a living. Now the problem is, if the market is there now and there is no hope that the people could go back to work. I am one of the people, I was working somewhere in an insurance company. I was laid off because the business are no longer able to pay. Now I have to find a business that there's another person who didn't have an opportunity to go to school. They've been relying on it and I've infiltrated the same market. And because I've had savings in my job, now I have the capacity to be able to fund the business. So which means I literally deny them the market, I get the opportunity. So literally for now, it's the people who have money that are making it. Those who had savings in their employments. But now those who are trying to struggle and to come up, now it's like they have to keep down because they have no money. They're trying to rely on loans, they cannot be able to pay them. So the problem is, how are we as youth who are entrepreneurs, they have potential, they have big dreams, how are they able to rise up and to be able to stand? No employment, and the businesses that they wanted to do, other people have had that opportunity. How are they being helped? Because apparently they lack the voice. How are you able to rise up? That is my question.
Yeah, Diana, it's a very, very good question. Because of the COVID, many people lost the jobs, but also many people made killing during this COVID. Many people become rich overnight. Many people got opportunity to do many things in this COVID time. So entrepreneur always look for the opportunity in any situations. Whether the country is going down, whether is a political instability, whether the economy is down, whether there is a COVID, the business person will always look for the opportunity. What do I do better so that I can sustain or I can make more money? One, just mentality, Diana. Your question I want to answer. 100 people starts in Voi. In 2 months' time, chicken business. Of course, people will stop eating you an egg. Because everybody will compete and says, Chukua ata bure, angini mita patia free. Because of competition, isn't it? So, one thing is, entrepreneur does not follow each other. You don't follow like a sheep. Sheep kama naenda bele, angini na yuma, ina anguka kwa uko dani, angini na anguka. No, don't follow. Entrepreneur must look for the change. Look for the new thing. Look for the innovative thing. I am not a scientist, or it is difficult for me to tell you now in Voi what you can do. You can do the transport, you can sell steel, you can sell cement, you can open a brokerage of insurance, you can do many things. What I'm trying to say is, do something which is not done by everybody. If you see there is a 10 boga shop, then you just put 11th boga shop, you are going to struggle. So entrepreneur looks for a change, look for a unique thing. If you are professional, utilize that skill. Let me be very honest to you, whoever you are working, which insurance company you are working for? Maisha. Yeah, so ask them that if I open the branch here, if I sell, what commission you will give me? That is the business. And use your skill. Don't change where you are experienced from the similar way you are a mentor. Tell to the youth, don't just do one business because somebody is doing. Do different business. Even the chicken business, if I do, I will export that chicken. I will not sell in. Voi is not available. There is so many lodges in Kenya, you can't book from Kenya. You know that? Because it's gimmick. It is nothing. There is no difference between chicken sold here and in London. Same. But there is a trademark. So do different in a different way, more professional way. You can transport somewhere in a better way, not sujuya, matatu. Many things can be done. But if you don't do different, let me be very honest, if you are not innovative, you will be failure. Must change. Why we keep on expanding and changing our industry every day? Every day we change. The plant which we are putting for steel in Samburu, it is the only plant in Africa. It is the most modern technology to make steel from iron ore in Africa. First one. Why? It is the cheapest way you can make. It is not make, anybody can make. There is so many industry in South Africa. They can make. Today is most competitive way how you can do. You can't get 10 eggs in one hand every day. Isn't it? So look for something different where you can be ahead of the rest. And you will be successful. Thank you.
Okay, my name's Tatu. Swali langu nilikuwa nalielekeza kwa mheshimiwa wetu His Excellency. Okay, swali langu nalielekeza kwa His Excellency. Kulingana na biashara yenye nafanya ama tunafanya kule kwenye ni construction business na tunadeal na hiyo mawe na kokoto. Na hii biashara uwaga tunauzia mali contractors wenye huwa bado wanachukua tenders kwa county na zingine ni zao. Sasa kulingana na ili swali lenye na direct kwako ni kuwa hawa contractors wakiwa na jenga kupitia tenders za county wanasema hawajapewa pesa bado, so wanatukopa. Na kulingana na sahi bado tunadai na hizo pesa ndo tunategemea tujisomeshe bado. Waona? Sasa tukiuliza hao contractors wanasema hatujalipwa. So tutasaidikaje juu bado tunadai hizo pesa mpaka sahi kama mimi nadai na nategemea hiyo pesa.
A very good question. Waziri Mwakima is here. You remember even yesterday we had the same issue from someone. During COVID, the government has had challenges. Even counties accessing and getting money has not been easy. Yesterday I saw Minister for Treasury Akuru Yatan assuring us probably next week we'll be able to get money, and then maybe after another 2 weeks, so that we are up to date. So that has contributed. Secondly, we also have some contractors who are actually lying. Yesterday we had one mwenye alikopa vitu vya watu, and the language is every day sijawahi lipwa pesa zangu. And yet in the month of November last year, that contractor was paid. Just as today, we have made arrangements to borrow money and pay 38 million today to contractors ambao wako kwa site, so that projects continue. So I have my Minister for Finance here, Kubo, toka nje, Madam Njo, toka nje, mpatie jina ya contractor, uangalie ukweli uko wapi. Sijui kama tunaelewana. And then as we come, we are now finishing, tunamaliza na msafari. I expected kwamba one of us or a group will rise and say, and I thought that was also the direction the young lady was going, lakini I understand, ajalipo. I thought someone will stand and say, tuko na milima mingi hapa, sisi ndio tunatoa kokoto mingi, lakini tunatumia mkono kutwanga kokoto na kuuza kokoto. So I expected someone to ask Guru, sikia kwanza, I thought hiyo ndio tutasukuma pia zaidi. Guru, hata kama sio wewe, are you able to get us an investor mwenye atatuletea machines sawa sawa, tutumie kupasua hii mawe ili tuuze kokoto sawa sawa. But now on behalf of my people, we have groups who are dealing in kokoto. Guru, if you are able to get an investor who will come and partner with us, tuko na mawe mingi hapa, tunataka kuipasua hii milima, tupate kokoto, tuuze kokoto Mombasa, Nairobi, kila maha, and create a certain employment here. We know you can, Msafiri.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I wanted to ask about, first, thank you, Guru, for coming. And I wish to ask if these books are available, they can come along such that we can buy, so that tusome ili tubadilishe maisha yetu. So please, I humbly ask. Manake hizi tumembea zitabaki kwa library. If they can be available kwa libraries, any other place we can buy. Ama si tunataka kusoma, ndugu zangu. Please, I beg. And then I wanted to ask about, one of the friends asked before you came about the capital. In your book, I have read that capital was a big issue. How did you break it down and plan so well, such that today you are standing here and that capital, which was a big issue, it's not an issue anymore? Most of us, we acquire loans, and at times we find that we cannot break even. We really compete within the loan and sustaining myself, because that's the same business that I want to it is subsistence. And then two, how best can one beat fear? Because no one likes shame. All of us, we dislike shame. I can't start a business because maybe Guru started a business and it fell. So maybe na mimi nikianza I will also fall. How can we beat this fear? Someone said fear is false evidence appearing real. But then how can we break away from this fear so that we can stand and become good entrepreneurs? Thank you.
To raise the capital is of course always a big issue for any new entrepreneur. It was a very big issue before 40 years ago, 35 years ago, but not today. I'll be very honest, if you are a true businessman and if you are a true entrepreneur, you can raise the money. But maybe in the limitation. Second thing, to fail or not fail. First, to have the guts to do the business. Of course, if you work somewhere and secure income, you are getting every month 50,000 shillings, your salary you are getting, it is fixed, you know any issue, then you are more secure. You feel secured 8 to 5, you come home, Saturday you are at home, Sunday you are relaxed. In business, you can never relax. It is 365 days. Business, you are the servant. Boss. The day you become boss in the business, you fail. Everybody in your business, whoever is working, if you don't work more than them, then you will fail. If you say, iko na watu sawa nafanya, no, they will cheat you. So what I'm trying to say is, they will cheat. It is human nature. Let me be very. Why I steal the shoes? Because I wanted to steal, because nobody was looking at me. If nobody was watching to your staff, they will have that perception, because the pesa ni gumu sana kuweka mahali. So to have the courage to do the business, it is one, and to have success in the business is one. So first of all, you should not have courage unless you have a correct information of the business, that this is what I did. And then you continue what you are doing, but do the test business. Do the test business. Said Kokoto. If there is so much Kokoto, why so many entrepreneurs not did that and they are doing the chicken business? You do the courage. Weka jaribu moja, then you tell the bank, I want to buy a tinga. Here it is. This is the land is given to me, half acre to mine by the government. It is 5-year lease. The government will give you. The bank will give you. You sell that Kokoto if there is a demand. But you do that feasibility study so that you get success. Once you get success, go mega. Don't wait to go from small to big. If you wait from going small to big, then you are in problem because others are growing. So you grow, but and of course you be careful to give your goods. You must sell your goods or give your goods or services to the right people where your money is secured. And you must have a wife and husband. If you're married, the way you said you're married, he has got children. If you're married, it has to be from both sides. Both should be working. Me and my wife used to work every single day because we wanted to be somebody. So you must work with your wife. And I heard there is a saying that every successful man, there is a woman behind. Isn't it? Huh? A woman on a side, not behind. Actually, I wish I had many, but no, but one. Yeah, one. No. But that's what. But I was just saying that it is just saying says that you have to have in your success, successful man always a woman aside, isn't it? And I was just saying I wish I had more, not a. No. But more is a problem, so I never had any more. Anyway, in fact, I never had the time, Moshima, I never had the time to go out for the date with the girls. I got one and I got married to her. And I am telling you, I am successful. And I wish you all the same, to have a best life partner, to have a blessed life, and be a different kind of a businessman. Toyota has got a lot of energy. All entrepreneur is going to be a successful entrepreneur. I wish you guys look for the change. Diana, please spread this. Don't do same business. Tell your mentor people, do different thing. And you guys will be successful. Mark this day and the next day. Put in target. We need to have 3 times more income than what you are getting today. If you are earning 100,000 shilling today or 50,000, it should be a month, it should be 3 times. If it is 1 million, it should be 3 million in a month. But put a target here, and for that, increase your business, increase your volume in a secured manner, in a more professional manner. Kenya is not what it was before you were born. 30 years ago, there was no bank. Today, 47 banks are here. Try and get cheapest loan, shortest loan, and before you do the loan, you try and get the calculation whether you are able to pay or not, do some test, then you go for it and expand your business. God bless you, and I will come again. Asante sana.
Let's appreciate him better than that. May we be all upstanding. Jamani, are we inspired? Okay.
Asante sana Guru. Thank you. Ebu tukae. Sisi tutamaliza alafu tutatoka, tutawacha mkiendelea. CEO Kwetu Sako, njoo mbele tafadhali. Waziri wa Finance Kubo, on behalf of the Assembly and Catherine, kujeni mbele. Waziri wa Youth Sports, kuja mbele. Waziri wa Biashara, kuja mbele. I have struggled and struggled and struggled because we have a vibrant youth with brilliant ideas. Some of them, they want to do their things, hata kama ni kwa YouTube, ni kwa mitandao. Some of them, they want to do agribusiness, kilimo biashara, and what have you. But as we said, and even in December we had a youth summit here. We did agree it would be very difficult. Hata Samboja akiondoka kuje sijui ni nani, itakuwa ni ngumu. At an individual atakuwa akitoa pesa yake anapatia watu. True or false? And many youths have sat with me and they have said, hii Uwezo Fund kupata pesa ni stress. Youth Fund kupata pesa ni stress. Where can we get money haraka na interest ya chini tufanye biashara zetu? And with today's advice from Guru, we are also set. So I've spent a lot of time negotiating with Kwetu Sacco. And today I announce, today in the next 12 months, Kwetu Sacco have availed 240 million for the youths and women to borrow in this county. And we have negotiated even the interest. Ni zile za chini. We want our youths and women now to go out. And we have also, we bring a financial consultant and advisor. So that before you get the money, here there is some advice on how to use the money and invest. And even look at the business, what Guru was trying to say. You are not happy? CEO, confirm 240 is available. And now we are finished the other part. And we also want to ask the assembly. Kuna sheria tunataka mbadilishe ya datu. Because we are going big. Now we have accessed resources from our own Sacco in the county, Kwetu Sacco. Tunataka watu wetu wafanye nini? Biashara. CEO.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Governor, our guest of honor, Guru. Karibu sana Taita. Yeah, we are a financial institution. We are doing financial intermediation in Taita Taveta, and I'm confirming the words of Mheshimiwa Governor. Ya kwamba we shall provide within the next 12 months at least 20 million per month to go towards youth and women. And using the internal processes and vetting and appraisals, we should be able to you should be able to access that money within a very short period of time. Confirmations are here. The last people, Mheshimiwa Governor, we had here in December, we have already released money to those who came first. One of them is setting up an industry for the dairy and is also expanding the market to outside Taita Taveta County. I think the young man is here. If you could just stand. Yeah. An initial cash outlay of 2.5 million. And there are others who may be within here. And we are saying we are going to support you in a big way. The last time I said I'm going to support. So the local community within, buy the milk, expand the business, give them the best price, and Mheshimiwa Governor, we shall see our economy grow. I pledge to support all businesses, legitimate businesses. Nyinyi mujitahidi mfanye kazi kwa bidii. Sawa sawa? Na tutasonga mbele pamoja. Thank you very much.
So team, let us go out now and support the young men and women. There are those who will be able to support on our personal levels, lakini wengi sasa, we have availed 240 million, not from the county. We have negotiated with Sacco, and that money is now available for the next 12 months. Every month, it is 20 million. God bless you. As we come to the climax, because we still have some 2 functions ahead of us, Harambee, and then we also fly to somewhere, me and Guru, And then later, Guru will be having a function in Kwale. So today is a busy day. Someone has sent a question here to Guru through my phone. Kindly, Governor, since Guru does steal, ask him if we can find in his jurisdiction to open a sub-branch on our land to give us opportunity. Number 2, or the one he's constructing in Samburu, if he gives us slots for Taita Taveta. You'll want to take that one as we finish.
The shortest answer I will give to this, that the Taita Taveta and Samburu is just jirani too. Na hii for the working there, watoto ya hapa atafanya kazi because it is not far. And if I need 2,000 people or 3,000 people, where I'm going to get? I'm not going to get from Nairobi or only Mombasa. It will be from here, which is best. And my business is here, Sylvester. He's a clearing agent. He clear our all the projects, and we will support Taita Taveta because number 2, what we want to do is we want to use local iron ore, which is produced in Taita Taveta, which is always exported. Nataka tumia hapa. Na hii watoto hiyo ndio tafanya kazi. You will be the business people, you will be mining it, not me. Thank you very much, Bwana Governor.
Asante sana. Before Mrs. gives us your parting word, I want to call Joyce Lee to come and say a word. Kwa lugha ya sana. Na kobonya insha kobona mwengere kobonya kazi na ini.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Governor na Madam, our First Lady, our Chief Guest, Mr. Devki, karibu sana. Professor To, thank you so much. Acha nitoe mask, mbona siku nyingi hatujaonana, si ndio? Na wasalimia, mko salama. There was a time nilinua mkono, but I think haukuniona. I wanted to do a follow-up comment on what he had asked, because it's something that so many youth are asking. That, okay, we can go to the banks, we'll be given the loans, and sometimes like what the other lady has said, there's delay of payment. So the interest keep on rising. And by the time that person is paid, all the money goes now into the interest. And then what else I wanted to say, instead of using the word help, can we be helped? The right word should be partnership. These youth seated here, they have great ideas, great minds, but they need partnership. Somebody who can believe in what they're doing, partner with them. You're not helping, so you're not giving them money and walk away. You're partnering with them, stay with them, be one of their shareholder, so that you walk with them that journey up to the end. So actually many questions we're getting out there is like, is there a billionaires club that can sit? I know 50% goes to charity, but maybe part of the charity, can you create a team that will be your management team that can partner with young people in Kenya, where you can come here and sit and listen to great ideas, pick 1, pick 2, pick 3, and then partner with them, invest in them. So it's not giving out, it's not helping, you're partnering and work together with them. So that's something that the youth of Kenya really, really need. Because I don't know why you're running away from the loans. Why are you guys running away from the loans? Because I'm sure hata iza kwetu sako hawataenda kuchukua. They'll still wait, governor nipatie. Youth, if you're serious, you want to take over, the syndrome of handouts has to die. Because I give you handout today, what about tomorrow? Plus, you'll never even think harder to try and make it in life. I have brilliant minds here. I don't know, Nixon, are you here? Msamuli? Nixon? He's not here. Brilliant mind. He wants to bring affordable internet in Taita Taveta County. Where you guys now, because right now everything is digital. You want to market your product digital, online. But bundles za Safaricom ni very expensive, sindio? So he's trying to help you to bring affordable Wi-Fi. So he sat with me, shared that idea with me, and I'm partnering with him. I'm going to work with him until the end. And I'm sure very soon he'll be able to employ so many people right here. And maybe one day he'll be able to sit with Guru. Thank you so much, Governor, for this initiative. And let it not be the last. Bring so many people that can listen to the ideas and partner with them. God bless you.
Makofi kwa Joyce. Mopoilo acha idimbe. Mopoilo wabona mshapa. Hebu nione mikono. Hebu nione mkono. Basi Mungu abariki kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. First Lady parting shot as we go.
Habari zenyu tena. Are we better than we came? Sindio? To our chief guests, since we are just grateful for your words of encouragement, words of wisdom, so much. And all the speakers who have spoken, the questions you've all asked, I think we have learned from each other. Sindio? I only have two things or so to say. Number one, let us encourage the borrowing culture. Sawa. Mama Joyce ametoka hapa, amesema hii story ya kupewa, it is not sustainable. Sindio? Let us cultivate. The main speaker amesema, alianza kidogo, anaomba tena, anauza, analipa, anaomba tena. Si amesema hivyo? So hakuna mahali utapata bure. Let us be very clear on that, my brothers and sisters. Sindio? I encourage you to borrow. Borrow and thank you. Borrow and pay. Unaomba kidogo, don't look at pesa nyingi. No, pesa kidogo tu. My sister, you talked about 30,000. Borrow another 10,000. Uongeze, ulipe hiyo. Pole. Sindio? Yeah? Now we have Kwetu Sacco. There is something that they are offering us. Me, I've done business. Ninaanza, inafika mahali, ninaogopa, inakwama, ninaamka tena, I have never given up. And that's the same thing I also want to encourage all of us. Do not give up. Taita tunasemanga maskini mimi, but I want to refuse that myth. Hakuna maskini mimi. Maskini mimi kitu gani? Yeah? There is nothing like that. We all have 2 hands, 2 legs, and a sober mind. Sindio? Let us go out there and do something. My sister said, sasa nikifungua COVID imekuja, sasa kila mtu anauza kuku, hata mimi nauzanga kuku. Na sifungi. There is something for everyone. Sindio? There is something for everyone. Ukifungulia ng'ombe hapa, hii nyasi haitaisha na siku moja. Sindio? Kila ng'ombe itapata mahali pake. Hawatamaliziana nyasi. So I am encouraging all of you tuamke from this conversation. Let us make a difference. We go borrow, we believe in ourselves, and we make a difference. Sawa. Kuna hii pia kitu ya ninaanza biashara leo, kesho nataka kuendesha gari. We have been told to dream. It is good to dream, and let us dream. Our speaker has said we dream. Whether umeketi, dream. During the day, dream. At night, don't sleep too much, but dream. But not this thing of kama governor anaendesha gari, hata mimi nataka kuiendesha kesho. No, I don't think that's practical. Let us also dream mambo practical. Sindio? Yeah? We start today, tunasonga, believing in yourself, saving, paying your debts, and you will drive that car. But usiniambie unataka leo uanze biashara na kesho governor anatuambia tuombe pesa, we borrow nini today, then tomorrow you want to be like him. Really, that's not possible. Sindio? My brothers and sisters, I encourage you all, We soldier on together, we make our county great. It is a great county, and we continue making it great. We want to put it in the national map of this in the national map of this country. Sindio? Tukue tunajulikana Taita Taveta. Sio atiko huko Mombasa. And you know, ukiongea maneno ya Taita huko anakuuliza unaenda Mombasa? You know, kwa bahari. No, people should know where Taita Taveta is. It's a place of great minds, people who think, na tena tuko kidogo. We can do so much, you know, we can make a difference. That's my words for you. Thank you.
Kumbe waheshimiwa wawili walikuja wakaketi huko nyuma. Mheshimiwa Marian Nguzo. Mheshimiwa Marian Nguzo, njoni hapa mbele muonekane na muhakikishe ile maneno tumesema ifanywe haraka mkishirikiana na wenzenu. Mheshimiwa Omari, MCA wetu wa Kaloleni na pia chair committee mambo ya afya, makofi kwake. Mheshimiwa Nguzo, MCA wa Chala, pia committee ya mambo ya trade na pia hata kwa mambo ya vijana yako. Makofi kwao tafadhali. Tumefika mwisho. Jembe mwenyewe. Mheshimiwa Chanzu, MCA wetu wa Mata na pia mwenyekiti wa mambo ya ardhi. And this wiki ambayo inaisha leo, Chanzu can confirm tumeanza mazungumzo ya kudai revenue yetu kwa KWS na PAC. And we had officials from Nairobi who came, and the negotiations and the talk has started. We believe tutafaulu. Sindio? MCA the new one. Kuja hapa mbele haraka tumalize watu wakujui. Kuja. And I like that humbleness. Mkija hivyo mnakaa hivyo vile mekaa. Sio tunajionyesha ukubwa. Hii ukubwa ni ya kupita. Si ndio? Haya, MCA wetu wa Vundanyi Mbale ndio huyu. Makofi kwake. Thank you. Tuendelee kuchapa kazi. And we wish you all the best and we'll see. So, nimefika mwisho. Nataka niombe ruhusa kwa unyenyekevu. Vice Chancellor, tumesema asante. Thanks so much kwa ile heshima mmetupatia. I believe there is a lot we are going to work on together. You took us through the mining center and the G. Yes. I want to confirm I'll be coming back because I have some interest in what I saw. Nataka niombe ruhusa mtukubali mimi na Guru na First Lady tutoke twende Ngangao. Mmetupatia ruhusa. God bless you.
Tumpige makofi Mheshimiwa Governor. Nataomba tuweze kusimama. Before tuna vitabu hapa so that you can hand them over to the Vice Chancellor of Taita Taveta University and a small photo session. Kindly, our chief guest, kindly just hand over the books just for a small photo session, and then we allow